Good evening. Welcome, everyone. All right, let's get started. We'll give it a couple of minutes. Maybe my chair will work with me today. I swear, we get on every night at 8 o'clock. I feel like I'm rushing every night, 8 o'clock. I'm in my office by 6 a.m. and somehow, from the second I get in, I constantly feel like I'm running late to the 8 o'clock meeting. That's how much is happening every day. It's seriously insane that I'm rushing to an 8 o'clock meeting from 6 a.m. But that's okay. That's why we do it, right? Very cool. So we'll give everyone a second. I want to look up some stuff anyways. All right. Cool. All right, we'll give it one more second. It's 8:01. Actually, we'll give it 2 minutes because we do 8:03. So welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome. I'm going to give you a couple updates what we have accomplished so far this week, what the end of the week is going to look like, what everything's looking like going forward. So instead of, every night I come on, I kind of give like a 60,000-foot overview of everything because we're constantly welcoming new people on every single day. More new people are joining, which is great. So I constantly want to go ahead and give an overview of what everything is. But I also want to stay a bit strategic as well, a bit focused as well to say, okay, now that we understand what the platform is and what we're doing, this is what we've accomplished on this front. This is what we've accomplished on this front. This is what we need to focus on, and let's do it together, right? Because again, I do not own this platform. I'm simply leading it. We all own it. In fact, everyone on this call owns some coin. In fact, everyone should own more coin, right? Because this is the first month. It's 1.5 cents. It will never be 1.5 cents again. Think about what it's going to be like when we're together for a year. And we're talking about coin at 13 cents and 70 cents and $1. And we're going to look at each other and say, remember in the beginning when it was like 1.5 cents? God, I wish I bought more then. Because look at how far we've come. Again, nothing is as important as you believe it is when you're focusing on it. So when you're focusing on today, it seems like everything today is the most important thing in the world. But I can promise you a year from now, today will only be a memory. Oh, I remember when we did that. It was like so many different calls. Oh yeah, but like we were in this general vicinity, right? Like we were doing this. My God, how far we've come. I wish I wasn't so focused in on that one day. I wish I was actually looking forward because then I would have seen how obvious it was and I should have loaded up when I could, right? Okay. So as always, our group majority is here. And within 10 minutes, I'm going to have like another God knows how many. And you know what? They can watch at that time. Let's get started. So what I want to do first, let me see something. All right. I didn't want to show all of my ad accounts, which I do all the time anyway, but whatever. Okay, so let's get started. So I want to go to, let's do MSN.com today. MSN. Let's go to distributive marketing, if I could spell it. For everyone that's new, this is a paid ad. This is a paid ad. This is Wikipedia paid ad. Here's us. Non-paid, number one on MSN. Look at this. We're on Bing right now. Number one on Bing, number one on Yahoo, and most importantly, number one on Google, and also number one on DuckDuckGo. So if you want to have a certain sense, oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Brian. All right, screen share is on. So unfortunately, all right, so what I had just done is I went on MSN, typed in distributive marketing, goes to Bing, and right away you can see we're number one. So we're number one on MSN and Google and DuckDuckGo and Yahoo, whatever search engine, we're number one. And the reason for that is because the traffic that comes in, but the engagement, the clicks, the time spent on the site. Meaning if you had the ability to be on the site, it would certainly behoove you to have a real estate have some real estate on a site that's #1 across all search engines, right? And that's by accident. We're doing that on purpose with your help and for you. So let's go to distributive marketing. Okay. So what I want to do today is go through Rhino Marketplace, as well as I believe there's a search engine feature that our team has put together. Now, again, I tested the team earlier this week. It's Tuesday, right? I think I thought of it Saturday. So I tasked the team with this yesterday, that I want a search engine that's proprietary to Rhino. I want that search engine to be on our marketplace. I want that search engine to only search our companies. Meaning, okay, let's just go to the marketplace, right? Okay. So right now we have 12 companies on the marketplace. And if you remember yesterday, we had 10. And if you remember Friday, we had 5, right? And we said, because we hired out our new team and spend the time training individuals, we're never going to be interested in saying, oh my God, we have to just throw things against the board and see who we can impress today. No, businesses are real. A long-term business has to be built correctly. So we came on and always said, the focus was not to add more businesses. They're learning how to do it. And then once next week rolls around, boom, you're going to start seeing all of the businesses, because that will then become our focus. Hold on, chat. Cool. So that being said, this page is going to have thousands of businesses, right? It's only 12 right now, but think about the value proposition of Rhino, right? Rhino is a platform that welcomes everyone on. Rhino is a platform that welcomes all businesses and non-businesses alike. Businesses come on and they're able to be on the marketplace. Non-businesses come in and then we build them a business, build them the website, put them on the marketplace. The marketplace then has a search bar that searches only Rhino businesses. Amongst everything else on the platform, whether it be Rhino Wealth, dating, health, etc., whether it be the we have every day or whether it be the goals going forward, when you're able to create your own economy, create your own ecosystem, you're able to do something even bigger. Well, that's actually the biggest, but in doing so, we're creating the Amazon of businesses. Now, Amazon, we all know what Amazon is. It sorts product, right? You go on Amazon, type in, I'm looking for like a back scratcher, and it brings up a bunch of back scratchers. Well, we're essentially, okay, Mark, it'll be up tomorrow then, because I know Abigail's email looks like this, and I know our team is working all day. Obviously, you see 12 here. But that really excites me, because I want as many possible business. We all need as many possible businesses right here. So I can guarantee you yours will be up tomorrow. Thank you for saying that. So Amazon allows you to sort product. I want a back scratcher. Here's all the back scratchers. What Rhino allows you to do is sort businesses, but because it's our proprietary search engine, it allows us to do something more. So anybody's able to come on Rhino and say, okay, actually, you know what? I don't want to explain it. Let's let Abigail explain it. Now, mind you, I haven't watched the video I'm about to show you. I tasked her with creating a video and share it and allowing me to share it this evening. So let's see what it is. Okay. Mother effer.
Good evening, Rhinos.
She's getting good at this.
This is Abigail, the project manager over at Rhino. I'm sure some of you are already familiar, as I have been emailing with you guys lately. So I wanted to show you a couple of really cool things happening right now. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is our usual site, distributivemarketing.com. If we want to go to the marketplace, we have the option to scroll all the way down here and we can click that. Or something super new and exciting. This is a surprise for you guys. I was going to save it to the end, but I cannot contain my enthusiasm. So
she's so funny.
RhinoMarketplace.com.
Get out of town.
Wow. It's magic.
I didn't even know this
All right,
existed.
so we have that, very exciting things. So you can go to rhinomarketplace.com and redirect you right here, or you can just go from the main site and scroll all the way down, whatever suits your fancy. And look at this Ah, it's so beautiful. You can search directly for a business or category now. So let's say you're looking for a particular type of business, you're looking for a wellness business, and then, oh, look, it shows up right in the marketplace. So we can show all, or we can click, after you type your keyword, just select enter. So, so this one, this one's coming up because it says as well as, so well is obviously part of the word wellness. But we have these beautiful companies that are in the wellness industry. So this is why it's super important when I ask you guys for your keywords or category to describe your business, you send that over so that I can make sure your website is indexed properly on the marketplace. So yeah, we are adding, excuse me, new businesses daily. And yeah, I'm so proud of you guys. You keep sending me all of your businesses. So I'm going through everything with my team, and you'll be hearing from me or our other team member, Natalia, if there's anything additional that we need from you. But as you guys take a look at the website, if you see something on your listing that you need corrected or adjusted, please feel free to just email me personally. I get a lot of emails every day, and I do try to respond to you guys within 24 hours. If you don't hear from me within 24 hours, feel free to just forward the first email and be like, hey, Abigail, hello, it's me. And I will respond to you as soon as possible. But you guys are so amazing. It's been a pleasure to email and chat with some of you guys. But yeah, I hope you enjoy these new features. Look at this beautiful listing, everything. Yeah, okay. Anyway, you guys are amazing, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your webinar with Anthony. All right, guys, bye-bye.
How cool is she? She's getting way better at this, right? You would never know that when Abigail started with us, she was like nervous, right? If you know, the first thing she said to me, Anthony, I'm never going to be on camera. And of course, her skill set isn't exactly being on a camera, but maybe mine isn't either. And I just am Italian, who knows, right? But more and more, it's like she's the Wizard of Oz. She does all of these amazing things. And I say to her, I go, listen, can you do me a favor? Make a video of it so that I could show it this evening and we could all watch it. So she messaged me early and she goes, oh my God, wait till you see the video. I go, I'm not going to watch it until I watch it with everyone because we're going to do it together. She goes, oh my God. And you could almost sense her cheeks getting blush via Slack, right? So anyway, the point of this feature is to be able to have thousands of businesses on our marketplace and never allow any one of them to fall in the cracks. Now, again, this is the first day this feature is created. And what you saw was when she typed in wellness, 7 of the 12 companies came up. Now, of course, a lot of them are wellness companies, and it seems like a really strong niche, and it should be. Wealth, health, and dating are always your 3 strongest. That being said, it is my 2.0, 3.0, or 4.0, 4.0, can I say 4.0 goal to go ahead and have 100 keywords per company. Now, those keywords, we're going to really, really get in depth with what your company does. And we're going to task you with sending this to us. We're going to go on your website ourselves. We're going to have our team take a look at the website, see the look and feel they get. Because the idea of traffic is conversion. So I want for someone to type in here and for that typing to be like, IV infusions, right? IV infusions, that's a really, really strong keyword. How many companies can say they do IV infusions, or how many companies can come up on keywords for IV infusions if they're not doing IV infusions, right? So in terms of someone typing that, it'll come up with the company that does that. Therefore, when they go to that company, they'll be able to feel very in the right place, right? So they're very inclined to then go ahead and purchase. If we're able to do that amongst thousands of companies, then what is the value of the marketplace? It's exponential. But is it? Because I'm missing another component of it, right? It's only exponential if thousands of people are coming, right? So a market is buyers and sellers. We can have the most amazing sellers and the most amazing marketplace for the sellers to share their products with others. But if we don't have people coming to the marketplace, we then have a problem. That's the beauty of who Rhino is. Because the entire marketplace is not us calling the Fortune 500 and saying, hey, Nike, please come on our marketplace, please come on our marketplace. Our marketplace is built up of us. See, in this country, 1% own 99% of everything. Because of COVID and because of lockdowns that effectively bankrupted non-essential businesses, you have 99% of this population that are all fighting for 1% of the wealth because 1% have 99% of the wealth. And you have the extinction of small businesses and the middle class. But that does not mean the population's extinct. It just means those services, those opportunities, those businesses no longer exist. But the people that have built those businesses and do want to build those businesses do exist, which means our marketplace is perfectly situated to welcome those people to us. And those people are all community oriented. Those people are all in it together. Those people, which is 99% of the population, which is effectively the entire globe, have seen everything taken from them, seen opportunity taken from them, seen control taken from them, and said, you know what? Why not me? Why can't I build my business? Why can't I, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the American dream slogan? Why can't I ascend, I guess, for lack of a better term? Why can't I ascend upwards based on my own merits, based on my own ability, right? So it is those that are going to be not only a consumer of the marketplace, but a business of the marketplace. In that scenario, because of the ingredients we're putting together, because of the opportunity, because of the context of what we're doing, every business owner is a business owner of a successful business because the other business owners all decided to be customers of all the other businesses. Now, how does that work, right? Why would a business owner only be, why would a Rhino business owner only be a customer of another Rhino business? Well, only is a very strong word, right? So they're going to be customers of any business they want in the entire globe. But what they will instinctually and personally know is that their success on our platform is because others on the platform are supporting them. Therefore, if you agree with me on two things, one, people buy people, not product, and two, product is fairly ubiquitous, right? Like I could buy a bottle of Jack Daniels here and a bottle of Jack Daniels there. I only buy a Jack and Coke from that bar because it has the pretty bartender or the really funny guy versus getting a Jack and Coke from that bar who has the guy that's never cleaned himself, right? The drink tastes the same. It's just a matter of who I like. Therefore, that's the person I'm going to buy it from. That's the same exact behavior science that Rhino's built on. And this is the perfect time in this globe, in our timeline to do so because of all the demographics and all of the statistics. 1% or 99%, COVID just crushed small business and middle class. And it seems like we're going to probably go back into COVID lockdowns at some point. The point is, if that were to happen, where would you be and how would you do, right? Like, how would you prepare to go ahead and not be dependent on government, right? COVID happened once, it all caught us off guard. Did that not tell you that your job is not absolute? Did that not tell you that you never want to be in a position that you're begging government? Did that not tell you that, hey, why don't you take a little onus on yourself? Why don't you create something for yourself? Why don't you create something that nobody can take away from you? That is the people that are in this marketplace. They will collectively and consistently search for others' products, right? Like if I'm on the marketplace, why would I go buy, let's say, a t-shirt, Love Lingo from another company when I can buy it right from here? On top of that, I haven't even, so all of that's the kumbaya stuff, right? Like, hey, Anthony, that sounds great. Then we get on a campfire, everyone helps everyone, and we're all together. Cool. Well, I can promise you I thought about that, right? Like if I was so convinced that the world ran on butterflies and rainbows and kumbaya, we wouldn't be in the position we're in today. We're creating a new economy. That's basically what we're doing. And I sometimes shun from saying that because I think that's such a big sentence that people go, whoa, a new economy? What about the old economy? New economy, that sounds like something that can never be done. What's an economy though? Economy is a collection of people that buy and sell from each other and all agree upon the same currency. That's it. Now you could talk about the sizes of economies to be different. Fine. American economy, very large. Global economy, it's the size of the globe. Little economies can be little, right? But can you create a little economy that can compete and act as an alternative for the larger economies? The question is, do you believe the economy is working for you? Or do you believe that a new economy, regardless of what it is, would be better for you? The one that you're currently in does nothing for you, right? See, the opportunity at our fingertips is that the current economy has taken everything from everyone. And you might say, Anthony, well, I live in a nice house. I have a bit of an income. I didn't lose everything. Well, A, you're the more fortunate. But B, you just saw that could all be taken from you in 2 seconds. So what are we really talking about here? You do not have the ability to go ahead and plan your own future. When you have 1% that own 99% of the things, do you think if something goes the way that they don't want it to go, that they can't stop it? Do you think you have any ability to go ahead and plan your own destiny? You could try, that's fine. But if somebody wants to go ahead and stop you, they can. Because you don't actually own anything yourself. Well, why not go ahead and put yourself in a position that you are your own ruler, right? That's what we're doing. Now, everything I said to you doesn't exactly solidify that, right? And all you've said is like kumbaya, like that doesn't go ahead and like, I guess I get it, right? Like it makes sense and it really does make sense. But what's that thing? Like what's that carrot on a stick that's going to make everyone and really incentivize this community to constantly purchase from this community? Yes, I get it. You're going to have thousands of companies. Therefore, the community is going to be quite large. Therefore, the options are endless. And everyone's going to enjoy their position. Therefore, they'll go ahead and continue supporting others because as long as everyone supports each other, everyone gets to reap the fruits of that labor. But what about like some companies that don't do that? They just want to buy from other people. Or what about if some people do more buying than others? Or what about as time goes on, people just, like anything else, just naturally dissipate? How do you solve that? Because I got to tell you, that's human behavior, and I don't think you could solve that. Well, I can. So what's even more human behavior is money, is success, is being able to have a handle on your financial freedom, to be able to be independent. Now, how do we do that? And you heard me talk about it before, the Rhino Coin. That is what Rhino Coin is. Now, Rhino Coin is our coin. That coin is going to be issued in January 2023. That coin is going to be the exclusive means of transaction for all transactions on the Rhino platform. Meaning, what's the value of that coin? Well, to know the value of the coin, you need to know supply and demand. Okay, what's the supply? 1 billion coin. Well, that sounds like a lot. It's not. What's the demand? Well, the demand is all of our companies. How does that even make sense, Sam? Well, because the coin is going to be the exclusive means of transactions, every transaction supports the coin. Now, does that mean every company has to only accept Rhino Coin? No. In fact, every company is going to accept anything that they want. The way Rhino Coin goes ahead and supports every transaction is that every company then will have a Rhino wallet that facilitates all transactions. Meaning the company is allowed, well, not allowed, the company is able to collect funds as they do, right? Okay, I sold $100 in shirts, $100 of cash comes into the account. Immediately, that cash is then used to purchase Rhino Coin. The wallet will do it automatically, which means that's $100 worth of buying of Rhino Coin on a free floating platform like Coinbase and Kraken, because it's going to be an open market coin, just like anything else. If you want to go buy Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, it's the globe of buyers and sellers. What we've effectively created is the Amazon of businesses, the Amazon of companies, where every company is going to be transacting in that currency. Not because they're collecting the currency, but because they have a wallet embedded in their merchant system that automatically converts it into that currency, meaning $100 coming in buys $100 of coin. So what does that do to the company, right? Well, the company then has $100 of Rhino Coin. So there's and hold on, I get it, kind of, sort of, right? But I don't think they're going to pay their mortgage in coin. I don't think they're going to pay their bills in coin. I don't think they're going to pay their employees in coin. So what are they going to do with this coin? You're absolutely correct. That coin is then able to be redeemed immediately for cash, right? Because it's a free floating coin, and because you literally bought it that second on the market, you can literally sell it that second on the market. And now you just make no sense. Why would we make a company buy a coin if they're just going to sell the coin? Well, one, we don't know that every company is going to sell the coin immediately. That's assumption, right? And two, the buying and selling equals transactions, equals volume, equals activity. That activity supports the value of anything, because like anything else, if the value is always in the population, is always in the community. So if you have a large number of transactions in a coin, you have a large number of activity, that's only going to boost the value of the coin, because the demand, whether you're buying or selling, is real. It's constant. It's growing. Okay, so I get it. All right. So the number of transactions on the platform equals a higher price for coin. Yeah, good. You got it. Oh, okay. So I see. So what Rhino Marketplace effectively does is just create a whole bunch of transactions by creating a Amazon of companies that allow you to easily search and sort for everyone. And since they're on it, they have a vested interest in supporting others, and you build this community and you talk to everyone every day. And Anthony, we're back to Kumbaya, right? Like, I get you're going to make a ton of money on this coin, but how does that really help any of the companies that are on, right? It kind of seems like they might be your worker bees, not to sound offensive. Well, A, that does sound offensive. But secondly, you're missing the most amazing point of all of this. Rhino, we do not own this platform. We are simply leading and pioneering it. That coin is shared amongst everyone. Every member of the platform is given 50 coin every single month. Every member of the platform, by bringing other members to the platform, receive 10 coin every single member that they bring onto it. In fact, every member is able to purchase as much coin as they want going forward. Let me show you how that works, right? So we understand the marketplace, and I'm so super excited about this search feature. Now, mind you, this is only the 1.0. Imagine this marketplace with 1,000 companies, each company having 100 keywords. You type in banana pie, and it goes, did you mean Susie's Banana Pie Company? Click here. You know what Susie's going to say to us? Anthony, I've never sold so many banana pies ever in the... By the way, does anyone... Somebody needs to make a Susie Banana Pie Company. Just saying. Oh, also on this page, we're going to highlight a company a day. We're going to go ahead and do special offers. We're going to put one up here. Deborah raised her hand. Hold on. Deborah, shoot. Just text, just write it in the message, unless you raise your hand by accident. Greetings. Oh, that was a mistake. You're so cute. Okay, anyway, so this site's going to get much more glammed up. Again, perfect is the enemy of the good. And anyone that's ever owned a business will tell you something very, very, that took them a lot of time to learn. You will never be perfect. What you need to do is get something out there. You need to create the iPhone 1 so that you can create the iPhone 2, so that you could then create the iPhone 3, so that you could then create the iPhone 13, so that you can then create the iPhone 25, right? This is search feature 1.0. This site's going to be beautiful. We're going to have companies highlighted. And starting next week, which I'm going to send out an email tomorrow, starting Monday, every single day, we're going to have a business owner of Rhino Marketplace on our call. We're going to spend the first 10, 15 minutes of the call going over the state of the union, right? Where are we? What are we doing? New features, new updates, new vision, etc. Then we're going to talk to the owner of that company while highlighting their company. The goal being that we're able to share awareness of who this person is, who this company is, and offer and allow everyone the awareness to then purchase from this company, maybe get a special deal from this company, maybe get on the mailing list of this company. Meaning every one of our calls is constantly going to reinforce our community. Guys, you could say it's kumbaya all you want, But I think what everyone could agree upon is that if there was a stronger level of community in this globe, we wouldn't be having nearly the problems we have. So let's be the change, right? And again, it's not kumbaya. By being our own community, not only do we all go make our own sales, but that coin goes up in value. So how much does the coin go up in value? How can you get the coin? Let's talk about it, right? So if you go on our site, you'll go, let me just, let's do this again, right? Because I love the extra traffic. So let's go on yahoo.com, right? Is there going to be a fee to convert dollars to Rhino Coin and back once it's a free market? No, no fee. Distributive marketing. Yeah, I'm sure there's like 1,000 different ways that like someone could find to like make an extra dollar here and there. But we just don't see the point in that. In fact, anyone that's new to the platform, this was all a paid service. We had many people who paid $500 a month for exactly what we're doing. We voluntarily called each and every one of them and said, we're canceling your payments going forward. We want to go ahead and give you everything on the platform for free, whether it's Rhino Digital, Rhino Premier, Rhino whatever, because we do not believe that we're going to be able to scale a business, nor do we believe we're going to be able to reach our goal of liberating and rescuing our class, our people, by charging them nickels and dimes here when the bigger picture is others that have all the real money, right? Oh no, Brian, we're not, that's crazy. Not that your question was crazy, but no, we're not doing that. Okay. So we're back on the site. Let's go to Rhino Coin. And I'm going to copy and paste the link in our chat. If you would like to join me there, please, I'll take a sip in the meantime. Actually, don't do that. Don't do that. What we're going to do first is, where is it? Hold on one second. It was, why the, I hate my life. Okay, can we stop doing that? So I don't have to have my emails read by everyone? Zoom is really getting on my last nerve. Okay, anyway, let me see something, hold on. Where is it? Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. But that was a pretty cool feature. How do I get rid of this stupid thing now? All right, cool. And of course, again, Zoom, I'm about to throw you out a window. All right, stay with me, Rhino Market. I think this is it. All right, stay with me 1 second. Bop, 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 bop. I think we're getting there. All right, okay, cool. So I have it right here, and sorry about that. Okay, so what we're going to do first, like Madden used to. All right, first, we want to go ahead and focus on the marketplace, right? So it's very important that everyone participates in the marketplace. And again, what the goal is that if you have a business, why wouldn't you, right? Your business is going to be up here. We're going to constantly be sending traffic to it, whether it's through emails, whether it's through ad spend, whether it's through the calls that we're on, whether it's through highlighting them, whether it's just strangers that come on and look to search for things. Again, what you're seeing is Rhino 1.0. In the next couple of months, you're going to see all of this built out and then built bigger and bigger and bigger. This is going to be one of the largest communities, one of the largest sites that the internet has ever known by the end of 2022. So to be a part of it is a good idea. So the link I'm putting in our chat right now, and I want you to take a look at it, open it, save it, keep it on the side, is to go ahead and actually participate in the marketplace. And you'll see step number 1 is to go ahead and fill out the form, right? What is your first name, last name, email, phone number? Is this an existing or future business? What's your business name? What is your business idea, right? Like give a couple of sentences. What's the website? If you don't have a website, www.needone.com. Go ahead and upload the logo if you have one. What do you need us to do for you? Do you need us to make you a website? Do you need us to make you a logo? Or if it's something other, click other. Then go ahead and simply put in the text bar the information we should know. Hey, I've been looking to build this company. It's going to take this, this, and this. Or I've built this company. It's really fantastic. This, and this, right? And then upon submitting it, that's where it goes to Abigail and Natalia. They'll then be in direct contact with you, building that out, and boom, here you are. So I need to make sure that that is, please take that. I'm going to be sending an email to everyone tomorrow, but anyone that's on this call that would like to be a part of this, which again, it feels weird saying that if you would like to be a part of it. I get that you might be on different calls and people say different things and probably none of it ever comes true because everyone on the internet's a total scam artist. But not only by being on this does it not affect your life at all, right? Like, so you could be operating, say, ice cream stand, right? And you're on Rhino and you're like, oh, cool. I could just put my website up on Rhino and maybe I sell a couple of extra ice creams, maybe not, but it can't hurt. Exactly. You put it here. But more importantly than that, we want to go ahead and make you successful. Remember what the Rhino Coin is. The value of it's based on transactions. We need every company to be successful. We need every company to making millions and millions and millions of transactions. Every transaction raises the value of the coin. Now let's get to the value of the coin, right? So when we're talking about the coin and what it's worth and what it's projected to be worth, we are the only company, probably anywhere, that's ever put out a balance sheet that's updated in real time every day about what is the projections, the forecast, and the real-time data. So let me show that to you. So what you'll see here is Rhino Coin. Now, this first column is the weeks, week 1, week 2, week 3. Yellow are the weeks that are already, we've already passed. Green is the week that we're currently on, except for this green, which is January 2023, where the coin then becomes a free floating coin. Excuse me, where there's an open marketplace for it, and it's now the exclusive means of transaction of the website, of the platform. What are the metrics, right? So what week are we in? How many views? What is the high view count of that week? As you can see, 83, then 335, then 570. We're only at 406 so far. It's Tuesday. I'm sure when the week starts progressing, that view count will probably get up to 600-700, right? How many people are registered for the meetings that we're on right now? 281. I'm talking to a lot of people right now, and I love that, and I love you all for it, because you would be actually quite surprised the number of people that are on every single day, plus all the new that are coming on, right? The number of platform members, how many people are actually on the platform? And that number is decided by the people who have opted into participating, the people that own coin, and the people that are registered for the meetings that we're on right now. That's 332. What you'll find out is we originally projected this weekly growth to be a compounded 15%. It's actually a compounded 17%. So we're growing further. We're exceeding our own expectations in these early days, right? But we see no reason why that's going to stop. Number of Rhino businesses, we now have 12 there. And by the way, you could see along with me, right? So there you go. Now, if you then go on to this, you're going to find that you're in read only, but you'll get everything in real time. You'll actually, if you go on right now, which somebody is on right now, you'll see where my cursor is, which row, what am I changing, et cetera, et cetera. Number of Rhino platform transactions, 0. We projected 0, and then next week is the first week we expect to have some transactions. For next week is the first week that we're actually going to have members of Rhino Marketplace on. We are live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Here's how that works, right? So you own a company, you're on the Rhino Marketplace. That morning when we send out our morning email, we're going to highlight you. And today we're going to have so-and-so on from so-and-so company. Here's the link to his website. We cannot wait to speak to him later. Go check out his site in the meantime if you'd like, right? Then upon our call, we're then going to talk to you live. You're going to share your site with everyone on it. That then gets uploaded to our YouTube where our whole YouTube audience gets to watch it. Then the next day, at the bottom of the email, and if you want to watch the replay yesterday where we got to meet so-and-so of so-and-so company, you can also click here. My point is, any company on our marketplace that elects to have the courage to be on our live is going to have so many new touch points to gain so much new audience, to get new sales, to get new mailing lists, that the Rhino Marketplace is inherently going to be supporting each other because you're going to be presenting in front of Marketplace. Therefore, everyone that's presenting is going to be presenting in front of Marketplace participants. Therefore, everyone on Marketplace is constantly going to look to support each other because by supporting each other, you support yourself. More so than that, not only do you make sales, but those transactions that you would keep in the Marketplace. Okay, and let's get past the kumbaya stuff. How about you only buy in the Marketplace because every time you buy in the Marketplace, the value of your coin goes up? Is that enough? Okay. So number of businesses, transactions. What is the transaction volume? That number is obviously very important. What is the amount of coin owned by the members? What is the amount of coin owned by the investors? Which actually that number should be higher because we just got a big purchase earlier today. What is the literal value of the coin? So the amount. So what is the weekly transactional volume divided by the supply? So what is 0 divided by 1 billion? Not available, right? What's the demand ratio? This is how many people are purchasing the coin or making trend of buying the coin divided by how much coin's available. So if on a given week, more than 1 billion people are going to own it, well, the demand ratio is over 1%. Now, of course, there's only 1 billion coin available. So how can more of 1 billion people own it? They can't. But by studying the trends of the buying behavior and the growth in buying behavior, we can identify the demand ratio. In identifying the demand ratio, we can predict growth. By knowing our growth, our demand ratio, our literal value of the coin, how many members own it, how many investors own it, what transaction, what's our members, we could then go ahead and forecast a price of the coin, right? So that's what all of this is. Now, the coin is not going to be on a free floating platform till January 2023. So how can we forecast the value of the coin today? Well, it's a managed market. It's not a free market, it's a managed market. The market is managed completely by Rhino. And that's not to be confused with, oh my God, I should be so afraid. No, it's full disclosure. This is the value of the coin, right? So right now until January, the value of the coin is 1.5 cents. In January, the value of the coin is going to be 2 cents. It will never be 1.5 cents again. In February, the value of the coin is 3 cents. It will never be under 3 cents again. Every month thereafter, the value of the coin goes up 1 cent until it hits January 2023, where the value of the coin is based on our projections and forecast. What are they, you ask? Let's go. So how do we calculate the future value of the coin? Weekly transactional volume divided by total Rhino coin supply of 1 billion. Then we multiply that number by the projected demand ratio, which is the Rhino coin monthly member disbursement trend plus the Rhino coin weekly purchase trend divided by the total supply. We then take that number and then multiply it by a 3-month expected growth rate in the weekly transactional. I don't actually expect that you understood all that, but if you did, congratulations, that was a lot of math. But what you'll find is once we get to this week, this number, take a look up top left, here's the calculations of it. All of the numbers are right here. Okay, Ant, that looks cute. But all of these numbers, maybe you just made them up, right? Like how'd you make up that number? Really, Ant, how can you know all of these numbers 112 weeks from when you started. Now, why 112 weeks? 112 weeks is January 2024. We're in week 4, right? Look at the value of this coin projected in week 112. 1.54 million. I know what you're thinking. Anthony, that's totally insane. And maybe it is, right? And like, seriously, maybe it is. How did we get that number? Okay, so I want you to remember this number. I'm about to show you a bit of a magic trick and walk you through some math. How did we get this number? 1.54 million. Remember it, 1.54 million, 1.54 million. Okay. Now, if you take a look at all of these rows, the number of Rhino members, how many businesses are on it, these are the growth rate of both, how many transactions then are being occurred based on that, what's the value of those transactions, like what's the volume of them, how many people own the coin, what's the literal value of the coin, because if we're having $1 billion in transactions, well, then the literal value of the coin is a lot, right? So it's stuff like that. If we're doing $1 million in transactions, et cetera, et cetera. What's the demand ratio? Well, if the coin's going up in value every single week and the demand trend has been, well, investors are buying it at a 20% clip and the members are buying it at a 17% clip, well, then we can understand the demand ratio. We can understand the growth rate because we can see the growth. When you put that all together, where does it start? Like, what's the most important number? Well, you can't do any of this unless you have the members on the platform, right? So you get the members, then you grow them into businesses, and then you hope that they have the transactions, you nurture them, then you hope the transaction amounts have a high dollar amount, that they're transacting enough to have a high weekly volume. That's how you get all these numbers. So you remember that number down there, 1.54 million? So you see this number, we have 332 members on the platform currently. Okay, let's say that next week, right now it's projected at 388 million 388 members on the platform. Let's say next week, everyone hates us, everyone wants to leave the platform, and we don't get new people. In fact, the number goes down. Let's say it goes down to 100, right? Did you see all those numbers change? Right, let's do that again. 388, watch these numbers. Not that you have to like zero in on any one of them, but just the zeitgeist of it. Like, look at the sheet. They all changed, right? Let's go down to that number. Now it's 102,000, right? Well, that's still pretty high, right? Okay, so let's undo that. Let's say that doesn't happen till week 16. Week 16, we drop to 100. Whoa, okay. Now the coin's only valued at 3,000. How did that happen? Well, I'll show you how it happened. You know how it happened. Every number is calculated on the number before it. Every number means something to the next number, which means in real time, you will always know the most accurate forecast of what the coin's going to be worth. Because not only do we put the real-time information in that's updated across all 112 weeks, across all 15 rows, columns, the real numbers, these are the real numbers, they're not the projections, they're the real numbers. They go ahead and illustrate and identify an actual growth rate, right? So we thought this growth was going to be 15%. In fact, it's 17%. So what happens? Over here, you'll see this number. And if you take a look at the top left, you see it now has a 17% growth rate embedded in it. Because we have AI technology that allows us to constantly recalculate our expectations. So if these numbers are not good, then they extrapolate that same exact statistic, that same exact trend going forward. Therefore, every number that you see here means that we just stay the course. It will always mean as long as we do exactly what we're doing, these numbers will all come to fruition. The only change in these numbers is if we start doing better than we were doing, or if we start doing worse than what we're doing. Now, this is a managed market, which means you could buy coins today at 1.5 cents. Now, you might say to me, hey, Ant, well, how do I sell that coin? Good question. So I want to get into that very briefly. So let's get out of this. You understand what's going on? Cool. So on this Rhino Coin page, you could then scroll down, ready to sell, right? So, well, first of all, let's show how many people actually own the coin. So on top of everything else, we have an actual ledger. Our ledger shows every single person that owns the coin and how much coin they own. Because everyone gains 50 coin a month, you'll see it in columns, right? This is our roster. This is our ledger of people that own the coin. Why is that there? Okay, anyway. So as you scroll down, this is the amount of coin that everyone owns. So let's say, for instance, right, there's a lot of people. Say, for instance, Solomon wants to sell some coin. Okay, so Solomon owns 3,100,000 coin. So let's go back to our page and let's go to ready to sell. So my name is Solomon. I'm going to write test because Solomon, I know Solomon, and he or she really doesn't want to sell any coin. In fact, they're looking to buy more. Solomon at solomon.com, sell limit price. Remember, it's a managed market. This is the price of the coin for every single one of these months. You are able to put in a request to sell in that month. We guarantee the market. You will be able to sell your coin as per the following calculation. We sell 100% of coin every month. That coin is calculated as 50% of our growth. So if our growth rate is 100% month over month, we're going to only grow the amount of coin that we're going to sell at 50%, meaning that the coin will always support a higher demand than supply because we're always releasing less supply than is actually being demanded, which should always go ahead and protect and secure the value of the coin and the market. That being said, the coin that we sell, 50% it goes to Rhino. Rhino then takes those proceeds that goes right back into the company to grow it further. The growth of the company supports the transactions. The transactions support the value of the coin. Therefore, this is the first time ever that you're effectively creating your own destiny, right? The buyers of coin are literally investing into the platform, which then is going to increase the price of the coin, right? So the more buyers that come into the coin, you not only get an amazing opportunity because you're buying something and selling it way higher, but you're also ensuring that you are able to sell it higher because the money that you're putting into the coin is what's actually feeding and financing it to go higher. That's how the coin's sold. Therefore, if you put, so 50% comes out of Rhino Treasury. I always have something in my eye. I think like this is dust or something. The other 50% goes to go ahead and fulfill sales requests. Therefore, Solomon says, hey, Aunt, listen, in June, I have 3 million coin. I'd like to sell, I don't know, just 50,000. Okay, so June at 7 cents, they'd like to sell 50,000, which comes out to what, like 3,500 bucks maybe? I'm gonna rip my eyeball out. I don't know, whatever that math is. I'm requesting to sell. I've read the terms and conditions, which is all written by me. There it is. If you like the way I speak, I literally write the same exact way. And I'm not a robot. Cool. Submit. That form now goes into our, our scheduling system, our documents, our spreadsheets. So when June rolls around, immediately at the top of the list says Solomon wants to sell 50,000. So when we're on these calls, or when members go to purchase coin, or when investors come to purchase coin, or anyone purchases coin, at the end of the month, let's say 1 million coin was purchased. 500,000 of it goes to Rhino platform. The other 500,000 goes to the list of people that have requested to sell in June. We go through that list, and let's say 500,000 wasn't requested, only 300,000 was requested. Great, that 300,000 gets fulfilled. We then take that money, send it to Solomon, send it to whomever, because you sold your coin. Our ledger then goes ahead and transacts that. You now have less coin. You now received your money. You made a good profit. And that other 200,000 that did not get sold goes right back to Rhino, right? And Rhino holds a reserve so that we're able to go ahead and guarantee the market. Cool. Which actually allows you quite an opportunity. It's 8:54. I'm done in 6 minutes, just to let you know. Which offers you quite an opportunity, because here's the thing. I'm pulling the balance sheet back up. Because Rhino is a managed platform until January 2023, and because by then we would have had 59 weeks together. Right now we've only had 4. Imagine what you're going to learn in 59 weeks. Meaning you'll have 59 weeks to go ahead and take advantage of one of these guaranteed prices, right? So you could buy a whole bunch right now, which obviously makes a lot of sense. And I'm not just saying that for me. Obviously, I want you to so I could continue building the platform, which would only support you anyway. But you have the opportunity to go ahead and buy a bunch of coin and then say, all right, I'll give Rhino till week, I don't know, 40. And then if I don't see what I want, and obviously I'm going to see the balance sheet, I know everything that's happening, I'm going to go ahead and put a request order to sell, and I'll get one of these prices. So I got a free look at what these guys were doing, and I got out at like an 800% profit. Who's better than me, right? Now, that sounds too good to be true, right? Well, here's the thing. I know what we're doing. I know the numbers. I built the sheet. This isn't a sheet that like somebody said, hey, Ant, listen, if you just do this, I did this. My whole background has done exactly this for very, very large companies in Wall Street because I was on the investment banking team. I'd have companies come in and show me their business plan, and I'd say, oh, that's cute. I guess your dad owned the company, right? Because then I would do this for them. So I know exactly what we're doing, and I know what the outcome is going to be. That being said, if you want to sell your coin back to me at 9 cents, thank you. All right, so let's get out of here. Let's get you a coin, right? Everyone should be purchasing some amount. I don't understand why you wouldn't, but let's do it. So copy link. Sorry, Ant, if that has been explained before, but I'm behind on this. So you saying you will list any business I have for free and you send traffic to it. And if I don't have a business, you will create us one. What are the costs involved with you setting up the business? Derek, you have it absolutely perfectly. And I'm going to write something. There is no cost. There is no cost because you have to, and I'm not saying you, but I would like everyone to change their paradigm. Everyone on internet marketing is looking to take your money. And they're looking to take your money by promising you stuff. So when they say, hey, I have a site, I'm going to build you a site, I'm going to get you sales, you think, oh my God, what's that going to cost? Because they have zero confidence in that they'll ever have an ability to do anything else, so they're looking to take your money now. That's not us. What we're doing is building an entire new economy. We're building the Amazon of businesses. We're building an economy that supports its own currency, meaning for us to reach the point where the currency, the Rhino coin, has value, we need to have businesses and we need to have businesses transacting. Therefore, for our goals, businesses being on the platform is a favor to us. We need that. Therefore, we're not going to charge you for it. In fact, we're paying you for it. We're giving you Rhino Coin just to do that, just to let us make you a business, just to let us make you successful. All the sales and traffic you keep for free. We don't want any of that. We just want those transactions to pile and pile and pile. So you're doing us a favor. And when I say us, I don't mean me. I say us because I do not own this platform. I am simply leading it. And you know how I'm able to prove that? So if you take a look in the chat, click here. I'm going to take a sip of water and we're going to get this coin together. It's 8:58. I'm going to 9:05. Hard stop. 9:05. 7 minutes left. Okay. So if you click the link, you'll be able to get the Rhino coin. Now, what you'll see immediately is the price over the next year. Like we said, it's a managed market. If you want to copy and paste this, screenshot it, whatever you want to do, you have it, it's there. Wow, wasn't expecting no cost. I've never been on a webinar that didn't want my money. No, Derek, I don't want your money. I want to give you money. Like, we're giving you, we're well-funded. We have money. We're looking to build something that allows everyone to make millions of dollars. Remember, okay, so here, like, say you purchase, this is what the value of the coin is the next year, 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents, blah, 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 right? The value of the coin right now is 1.5 cents. Meaning if you bought, okay, so let's say you buy, okay, so the coin is being sold in quantities of $100. $100 divided by 1.5 cents equals 6,666 coin, right? So if you were to buy 10 quantity of $100, $1,000, right? We just do the 100 so everyone has the ability to buy as little as they want, but we have the quantity feature here so you can buy as much as you want to. Derek, welcome to Rhino, right? Like duh. So 10 times 100 is your 1,000. So let's say you start at 1,000. $1,000 worth of Rhino coin is 66,666.67. At 1.5 cents, you're effectively owning 66,000 coin, right? Now, if the coin goes to, let's even say 1,000, 66,000 times 1,000 means your coin is worth 66 million. Now, you might say to me, Ant, how is that even possible? Well, didn't you just see Shiba coin go up 46 million% in a year? Didn't you hear people, oh, I remember when Bitcoin was a penny. Like these things happen. And it's not because you got a whole bunch of dummies to buy it, which they all did, right? Our coin is valued in the actual platform. You saw all the supporting metrics. Because the coin is the exclusive means of transaction on the platform starting January 2023, the coin is directly supported. The value is directly supported by the number of transactions. Therefore, if you have the members, you have the community, and everyone's transacting with each other, and you're building, which you saw in the balance sheets, you very easily get to those numbers. And what you already saw is this is week 4, and we're already exceeding our expectations. Okay, Anthony, thank you for my refund. You have been true to your word. Yeah, and what Deborah's referring to is that we've said the whole time that Rhino Digital, Rhino Premier, or Rhino Traffic, we don't want anyone's money. We not only cancel future payments, but we've sent the money back. We refunded. And thank you for saying that. Okay, so what you'll see here is 20. It's because I bought 10 yesterday. So 10 times 100 equals 1,000, right? Subtotal 1,000. If I could bring your attention over here for a moment, SSL Secure Shopping. This is the most secure way of doing any type of transactions. If you do not see this on someone's site, run. But if you do, purchase, right? And yeah, I'm being biased, but I got to choose which one, and I chose the one that had the highest level of security. So when you get to this next page, you'll see shipping details. What's your email, your name, your last name, your address, city, country, state, zip code, phone number, right? Continue. What is free shipping? Because we're emailing it to you. So what you're going to receive is an immediate invoice of your transaction, which will go ahead and certify it all for you. You will also, at the end of every month, receive a Rhino Certificate, which I'm pulling up right now to show you. Imagine if I could pull it over in one shot, right? Certificate of ownership. This is your name. This is the amount of coin you own. This will be my signature. This is our seal. This is completely certified. And this is the purchase price. You will always have this. This is updated every month for you. And those that own the coin, if you would like to just go ahead and say in the chat that you've received this and that, you know, this is a real thing, that would be cool too. Okay, so that's that. Then upon clicking continue, you will put in your payment information, whether it be your credit card, debit card, whatever, and then continue, which I didn't put my information on because these are seen by like hundreds of people. You will be able to review and place your order. Got my certificate and fast. Don, thank you for saying so. And by the way, Don has an amazing marketplace. Michael, it is real. Michael, thank you so much for saying so. And then you got it, right? So that's what it is. So we are going to do this one last time because I really, really, really like when people purchase the coin. Because what I can say to you is this. When we hit our numbers, which I know we're going to hit because let's just say I know, right? Like, look at me. Do I look like I'm doing all of this to be like a big extravagant failure? It's not going to happen. Everything's lined up. And by being on these calls, you see new things happening every day. Everything is progressive. In fact, if you could even, you know what, let's do this, right? This is the stuff that I need to do just tomorrow. So to give you an idea of what it looks like in this office and the things that we're doing, it's happening every day. But more so than that, in a year from now and 2 years from now, when that coin is in the thousands, you're going to look back and say, oh my God, Ann, that was amazing. That was the best opportunity I've ever had in my life. 1.5 cents, I bought thousands, and they're now worth 1,000 a piece. I'm a millionaire. People have that story. It's just not you. And you might think that story doesn't happen, but it happens more often than you believe. And you know what you're going to say to me? You're going to say, Aunt, I wish I bought more. And I'm going to say, of course you wish you bought more because you're greedy. We're all greedy because we all wish we bought more. Because when you see it actually happen, you say, oh my God, if I could have bought more. And it doesn't matter how much money you have at the moment. You always wish you would have bought more because you'd have more money. You're going to say, you know what? I swear, if I had a time machine, I would go back in time and buy as much as I could. In fact, I would definitely at the very least buy as much as I could at 1.5 cents. Because I know 3 cents isn't a lot, but when you buy it in February, you're going to get exactly half of what you could buy today. And you're going to say, at the very least, I really, really wish I bought more in December at 1.5 cents. Well, here's the time machine. We're here right now. So here's the link. Get yourself at least 100. Like, do the right thing. It's now 9:06. I promised 9:05. I guess you could call me exceeding expectations because I promised 9:05. It's 9:06. Mark, you're going to run out of space on those whiteboards. Time for a digital whiteboard. Yeah, and I also have another one here, and then my office in the other room where the project management team is. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whiteboards. I almost want to carry this in there. No, okay, I'm getting crazy. It's 9:06. Just submit a business idea. Brian, love you. Okay, everyone, gotta go. Love you. I will see you tomorrow. Very important. Tomorrow, I'm going to be sending an email twofold. Everyone needs to go ahead and submit the business or the business idea. But more importantly, those that are already on the platform, those that are already part of Marketplace, we need 6 next week to be booked to go ahead and start our introducing everyone. So I have a couple in mind, but there's 12. I believe by the end of the week, we'll have 20 up. Of those 20, I need the first 6. Monday's the inaugural one. So I'm going to send out the email tomorrow requesting and offering those that would like to participate. It's not a bad idea to be in front of an audience that actively you're introducing your product to right before Christmas, right? So you're welcome. All right, I'm really going over. Love you, love you, love you. Goodbye. Is that the first time I did the kissy sound? I must really love you guys. All right, bye.